Hi, I'm Lionel, this is Tech Loto, and this is my review video for the Herman Mille Cosm chair. So this chair is absolutely beautiful, and when you look at the price tag, you think surely it's going to be designed really well. It's the kind of chair that takes executive chairs to a whole nother level. You're not just looking at that leather back that you're used to. This opens up the room a lot more. It looks like something that would easily fit into the kind of space that a designer would create for themselves. Now, what I've noticed with products that I've reviewed over the years is that whenever something's being designed, it's being designed with a main focus in mind. And when it comes to the Herman Mille Cosm chair, it was designed with one thing in mind, and that was ego. The designer's ego. This chair is the most impractical chair I've ever had the displeasure of sitting on. Now, I'm not just saying this for the sake of it. Herman Mille has great chairs. The Aeron chair is absolutely amazing, and I'll get onto that in a second, but first let's talk about the Cosm. Yes, it has a nice high back, the mesh makes it look really attractive, but when it actually comes to something being practical, it isn't. Because a chair is meant to be adjustable to the person sitting in it, not a chair that's designed to fit all. That doesn't exist. Imagine for a second someone told you that you were going to buy a really expensive car, but when it comes to the car, the seat isn't adjustable. You can't move it forward or backwards. You can't recline. You probably wouldn't buy it because it would be stupid to get in a car as a driver without being able to change your seat at all. That's what the Herman Mille chair is. Let's start with one of the main issues that you have, the mesh on the arms. When you sit on it, it feels like there's a constant grinding and scraping of your elbows. So let's say you're really strict when it comes to DSC and you're someone who wants to sit down at your desk, you don't have your arms on the armrest, you've been working hard all day and you just take a second to relax. You'll feel your hands scraping against cheese grater like mesh and just not being able to relax at all. And my goodness, try to recline. When you try to recline, there's almost a constant pushback, and there's no way to decide whether you want to strengthen that or relax a little bit. It's literally a constant pushback, a constant resistance when you're trying to recline on the chair, which means you can never relax. This chair is great if you want to put someone in a factory setting to make sure that they always work all the time and they're always efficient. If you never want to relax, this is the chair for you. I would 100% recommend it.
And now a word from our sponsor.
So the sponsor for today's video is Nubo, and Nubo is the fastest way to build global apps. It genuinely allows you to build a truly global application, so that means it's easy to scale it, and it means that when your users are on your app, Nubo automatically deploys your app based on the closest location to your users. And with Nubo, you're not just stuck with creating your apps under one language. You can literally build in the language of your choice. And one more thing that sets Nubo aside is that you don't have to worry about getting analytics through a third party. All the analytics that you need is directly available on the platform. So head over to nubo.app, that's nubo.app, to get early access. And if they ask, remember to tell them that I sent you.
We return you now to your regularly scheduled program.
I had to go into their store to check it out. Their customer service is brilliant because as soon as I got in, they said how much they loved the Cosm chair, but I noticed most of them were sitting on the Aeron. I tried it out, it was easily adjustable, comfortable as soon as you sit on it. It's a great chair just to start with. Another thing that I want to say about a Cosm chair is that it's made for more slender people. But if you're an adult that can actually afford this chair, and you're someone who weighs what's proportionate to the average weight of the population, then this is going to be a really difficult chair for you to sit in. When you're on it as well, it constantly feels like almost you're sliding off just a little bit. So your thighs never feel like they're fully balanced on the chair. I'll be honest with you, it's just a poorly designed chair, and I think the chair fits a specific category of users, but I don't believe that was the goal. I think what happened was they had a great chair that had a beautiful design, and they decided, let's put this out. People will see how great it is and they will try it out. This chair, as far as I'm concerned, is a DSC nightmare. So is it something that I would recommend? Absolutely not. But if you wanted to go for a different chair, what else would I recommend? Definitely the Herman Mille Aeron chair. Definitely one of the best chairs that I've ever sat on. And I'm more than happy to go into a review for that. But if we're talking about the Cosm chair, it just doesn't hold weight and doesn't justify its price point. At first I thought it was just me, but my friend who's 6'1", 6'2", tried out this chair and ended up sending it back as well. It's just not a great chair, but perhaps it's just my height, my body shape. If you guys are watching this video and you've tried out this chair and you can honestly say it's great, perhaps I just didn't give it enough time, please let me know. It would be really interesting to see what people think. So again, I'd like to clarify that Herman Mille has really great chairs. I would absolutely recommend that you get their Aeron model. The Aeron model was designed in 1994. The only changes they made to it was in 2016. It held up for that long, and now it just means that there's a few little adjustments, but it still sticks true to the design. But this is very interesting for me. Let me know what you guys think. If people have different point of views, if they say the Cosm is the best chair they've ever sat on and always works for them, that would be good to hear. If most of you returned it within a month or two of using it, or you're still trying to convince yourself that it's a good chair, you just have to get used to it, please let me know in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching.